Hi, this is Eve Stewart, and I'm here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, right on the south side, in the ghetto, where we're trying to find the infamous Jimbo Slice. Now lately, he's been drinking very heavily and just terrorizing the neighborhood. Lately, we think that he's been onto a new mating call that we're trying to figure out. So here's our first interviewee's house. Let's see if we can get some details in order to find this beast.
Howdy, mate.
Hi, I'm Eve Stewart.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Are you Moon Pie?
Oh, yes, sir, I am.
You happen to know any information about the infamous Jimbo Slice?
That son of a bitch came around here one night, broke through my door, drank my beer, smoked my weed. Just not a good time.
You might not have a minute of your time.
Come on in. Want some moonshine, gentlemen? Freshly brewed. Okay, my pulse.
Hi, this is Eve Stewart, and here we are on our newest episode trying to catch the crazy Jimbo Slice. Here, we're with Moon Pie, who claims that he actually broke into his house, drank all of his beer, and then continued to terrorize his entire street. Moon Pie, what can you tell us about the situation?
Well, I was actually upstairs with my wife. Once in a while she lets me make some whoopee. You know what I mean? Whoopee. It's a great time. But I was sitting up there and, riding her. Real good. Like a used bicycle. And I heard this sound coming from my basement. And it kind of sounded like a little bit of a mixture between the sound that my cousin makes every Tuesday morning when I go over and have food, or the sound of my cat being ran over. If you combine both of them together, you kind of get the sound of the Jimbo Slice.
Do you have any recollection of the sound that you actually heard?
With his arms out like this, and just you gotta accent the jaw
So you
like a
actually
little bit. Oh yeah, yes sir.
You actually got visuals on him as well.
Jimbo Slice was in my kitchen, and he was all night. No whoopee.
Were you not able to remove him from the premises?
I tried to, but he's really strong for his size. And he kind of.
We actually have a theory that it's linked to the amount of alcohol that he consumes.
If it is, then that bastard is one strong dude. Because he came in here and cleared a 24-pack in about 30 minutes. Well,
that's certainly not the least amount that we've ever heard him do in that amount of time, to be completely honest.
That's true. I mean, what I'm saying 30 minutes is because that's how long I was...
I mean, we are talking about the man who single-handedly drained a thing of kegnog in 45 minutes.
Well, I mean, what I was saying was 30 minutes. I like to
So
say
really, what you're telling me here, Moon Pie? Really, what you are telling me?
Are you getting?
Is that he came in here, had 24 beers in half an hour? Are you trying to waste my time?
I tried. This is absurd. You coming in here with this accent? Yo, stop! I'm done. Bring that pistol out here.
On to our next interview.
Bring it now. He's leaving. He's leaving, Tyler. Leave him. Get him, Tyler.
Over the door.
Open the door. Get him, Tyler.
Unfortunately, Moon Pie did not want to go ahead and finish the rest of his interview because, frankly, much of his information was plausible at the very best. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to our next interviewee, who has actually seen him over in Dayton, Ohio. How Jimbo managed to get that vast of a distance in this shitty-ass minivan he drives is past my knowledge. So here we are in Grove Nation, at one of the prime hotspots where we've continuously found Jimbo Slice over the years. Unfortunately, he is so elusive that we have not been able to actually find him correctly in this habitat. So right now, we're going to go talk to some real live people who've seen him multiple times here in order to get some real evidence on this little prick. This one, yeah? What's going on? I think I just heard a grunt. Hope we're not invading any, animal bestiality in there or anything. It's a pretty kinky subject. How's it going? So what we've been trying to do lately is get as much information as we can about the infamous Jimbo Slice. And we were just wondering, what kind of stories could you tell us in order to, like, learn about his behavior, or, you know, like, any of his outrageous things that he's ever done while being Jimbo Slice?
Well, there was a time where we went to Steak and Shake one night. Jimbo Slice was out to play, and first of all, he was pretty hammered. I was a little buzzed, but I could eat my food just fine. So he started blatantly just yelling at the customers, asking how their food was, throwing shit. And when we were about to leave, Doug just peaced out. He was kind of afraid the cops were going to come, but Jimbo, he decided to throw a stool at the guy making the burgers, so we just booked.
Wow! And I also heard that he had an altercation with some black females in the parking lot. Is that true?
Yeah, me and my roommate were just getting out of the car, and Jimbo saw these 4 black chicks just walking, minding their own business, and he just ran up to him, started doing some chest bumps. He's like, "Come at me, bro!" He was just going crazy. Like, he actually wanted to fight these chicks. They were so afraid, and the thing was getting out of control, so we had to hold him back, took him upstairs, locked him in the room, and I don't know what happened after that. He kind of just passed out.
Well, thank you very much, Grove Nation resident, and hopefully this will help us catch the infamous Jimbo Slice and end his train on Fort Wayne, Indiana. Alright, right now we got a random tip from a great anonymous caller that we might be able to know where another normal spot for the Jimbo Slice to go is. Rumor has it is that he currently works at Ruby Tuesdays as a waiter. Now, I can understand how this happens. He could probably go ahead and sneak a couple of drinks at the bar now and then in order to maintain his average buzz as he has throughout the day. So, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, we're rolling up on it.
Right there.
Word has it. Oh,
Right
there
there.
it is. Word has it that he had a green bag. See if the license plate was correct. Oh, that's him. That's him, all right. That's him, all right. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to get every bit of evidence that we can on the Jimbo Slice. Any details really at all that could lead us to, you know, his normal behaviors.
We got a lighter.
Oh,
This is prime Jimbo Slice.
we have always thought that Jimbo Slice was primarily into the alcohol. We know that he does not smoke cigarettes. What other need would there be for a lighter? Oh, yeah, here we are at the Ruby Tuesdays. Here with a waiter that actually works with the Jimbo Slice. So, would you be able to tell me any inside information about the man that you work with?
Jimbo Slice. He is an alcoholic that likes to terrorize little children.
Jimbo Slice is possibly the worst alcoholic I've ever seen.
So, Jimbo Slice is a terrorist to society.
That is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to reroute our entire investigation. Alright, here we are. Here we are, what we think a Jimbo Slice's prime property. We have some similar calls going on. We also heard sirens nearby. All great indications that Jimbo Slice is in the area. Some weird sounds coming from inside. Oh, he's definitely here. It's Stanley coming in! Here I am, boy, in Fort Wayne, Indiana, on the south side. Here lately, we call a random Jimbo Slice. Lately, we figured out that he is highly attracted to marijuana. So here we go. We're gonna go in and try to catch him. Like he's a little shaken up. We gotta go ahead and ease him into it. Right now, all we gotta do It's moving from light to light. He'll come to the beginning of the ball. And it's right here. He's so close. I've almost caught him. This morning, we woke up and Jimbo Slice was gone. I think we had a bit too much to drink last night. But, this morning we heard something like his, whatever it is. Nah, we lost him this time. Back to bed. So on this episode today, we learned some very key, important details that we needed to find for on our pursuits of the Jimbo Slice. Now, unfortunately, we weren't able to get in this episode. However, we have insider information that he's going to be going ahead and throwing a big shebang on April 20th. So we'll go ahead and get live footage as soon as that day comes. Until next time.